to Epic! Woo! Today's vlog is a fun one. I forgot my sunglasses. Take 2. We are heading to Epic Universe. Everything's a mess. Take 3. We are heading to Epic Universe. It's gonna be a ton of fun. The camera is now askew and pointed at Chelsea. But let's go! Epic Day!
I'm in $1 million mood. I'ma shout it from the roof in $1 million mood.
Now, the first thing that you're gonna experience when you go to Epic is traffic. Lots and lots of traffic. Oh my God, that line of cars. Yeah, so along with this traffic, you're gonna experience a lot of bad drivers that just are trying to cut ahead, and it's crazy. This is nuts. This park technically isn't officially open yet. This is a special treat, I guess, for friends and family and strangers on the internet. Woo! So the first thing that we are doing is we are getting some lunch at this Atlantic seafood restaurant, which oversees the park in the center, which is just really cool. And we haven't eaten here yet. Man, fancy. They have these fish animatronics that are supposed to move, that you can see up here. The theme of this restaurant is underwater, which is kind of awesome. I really like the fact that we have the view of the entire park, which is beautiful. Well, center of the park of the park, right? What, little buddy? What? Okay, after a fantastic lunch at the Atlantic, which highly recommend, the lobster roll is delicious, we're gonna get Starbucks and then go through our first portal, which we are in Celestial Park, which is like the center of the universe, I guess, and you go to these portals to different worlds. That's the whole theme of this place, and it's awesome. Like, I really like the theming of it, and I love the different worlds that we have. So there's only a couple rides. We want to get Mima on that she hasn't ridden, and then the rest of the rides we've been on. We were finally able to get the You Are Here mug from Starbucks. We've been trying every single time we've come. They've been sold out every single time. Now I have some caffeine, we are heading over to Potter. Chelsea, what did you think of the show?
It was so good.
It was super good. Okay, we are now heading to Dark Universe, which is just like a Monsters themed area. It's super cool, and we're gonna ride the best ride so far, because Ministry isn't open today. Monsters Unleashed? Unchained?
Unchained.
Unchained. It's seriously like one of the coolest rides. It looks amazing and super excited that we get to go on it. So, to Dark Universe, which we also need to see at night. Okay, Wesley started losing it, so I am in the Monsters Unleashed child swap. Gonna feed him while they wait in line. Luckily, we've expressed for this one. I know. Yeah. Prevented a meltdown. So the Monsters child swap is like the best child swap here. It has AC, it's cool, lots of space. It's nice. How was it?
That was amazing.
Amazing?
Amazing.
Wesley was super good. He only spit up a bunch. He needs a new outfit.
Okay.
Who's riding with me?
She is.
Yeah! Everybody have fun?
Yeah.
Monsters is definitely one of those ones you have to ride. Woo, elevator's here. Okay. We will be returning to Darkmoor once the night falls, but we are running to Potter because we get to ride Ministry. Yes! Yes! This is gonna be amazing. Can't show you any of it. So Ministry.
He's smiling.
Hi, what's up? So Ministry or Monsters?
Monsters.
Monsters? Yeah. It's close. They're both fantastic. Oh, I love all the seating that we have in the park now. They did not have all these seating options when we were first coming here.
Sure didn't.
Oh, it's finally getting better. We didn't hit up as many worlds as we had hoped to, just because we were doing some stuff we haven't gotten to do yet and couldn't share that. But we have one more day that we'll probably vlog here on Wednesday, and we can kind of go through more portals. The last thing we really want to see is Dark Universe at night. Right now we're trying to figure out what we're going to eat though. Well, you can see Dark Universe like right there. Okay, so we are now in Burke to get some food. This is based off of How to Train Your Dragon, and it has some of the better food options. Some of the better quick service food options where you're not sitting down. They sell really quick of this mac and cheese bread thing that's delicious. We were gonna get that, but they don't have it. Oh, look, dragons. Just wrapped up a delicious dinner, super great. It is finally starting to get dark, so we can head to Dark Universe and see that before calling it quit. It's been kind of like a long day. It's all good, we'll be back soon. Okay, everyone, we had to bolt out of the park just as Burning Blade Tavern caught fire because Wesley was done with his epic day. Nothing like a screaming baby to make you want to leave. A little tragic, we didn't get to enjoy the park at night, but Wesley calls the shots on these days. So I decided to wrap this video up with some advice on how to efficiently visit Epic because this video just didn't feel done. So in order to make the most out of your Epic trip, let's establish your ride priority list. This is definitely biased, but our personal favorite and the number one pick is Monsters Unchained. This ride really is the number one priority in my opinion and worth about a 100-minute wait. The queue is mostly inside and it has some of the best AC in Epic and it just looks super cool. Now the second ride, I'm going to give it to Ministry. This is definitely the most beautiful queue and is also worth about a 100-minute wait. And a quick disclaimer, it is a Potter ride, so you more than likely will never wait less than 120 minutes for this ride, and it's worth riding at least once. It's beautiful. I'm not going to spoil a thing. But I will say this. There were a couple parts that just felt like complete and utter magic. Yes, pun intended. Now, the third ride you have to get on is Hiccup's Wing Gliders. This is a fun family coaster that is probably the smoothest coaster you will ever ride. It has no crazy loops and takes you through some beautiful scenery in Burke, and it's easily worth a 70 to 80 minute wait. During the summer, though, this queue might be a little rough as it's mostly outdoors. Actually, I think it's all outdoors. They do have fans, so there's that. Next on the priority list, this is definitely coming more from thrill seekers like my wife. It's going to be Stardust Racers. This is a dueling coaster with a substantial amount of acceleration and twists. It looks like a lot of fun, and my wife says it's worth a 90-minute wait. And it could take priority over Hiccup if that's your thing. I don't agree with that opinion. I think it's wrong because Hiccup is amazing, but difference of opinion. I'm a baby when it comes to coasters. So Stardust or Hiccup, both of those, great rides. What I've been told from people who've ridden it numerous times is the green side is the best. So take that for whatever it's worth. Now, next on our priority list, are you guys taking notes? Because I haven't kept track of what order we're in. But next, we're going to Nintendo. And in terms of priority in this area, we're going to put Mario Kart first. It really is a cool concept of a ride. It's kind of like Toy Story Mania at Disney, but in a race car with some augmented reality thrown in. And you earn points that interact with the Nintendo world, I'm pretty sure. It's cool. So yeah, this ride is definitely worth an hour wait, but I wouldn't get upset about a 90-minute wait as the queue is really cool. And once again, inside, tons of AC, great for Florida. Now, Donkey Kong is definitely worth doing once. I would ride it again with someone for the first time for about 45 minutes, but the queue is mostly outside and the ride is fun, but it can be rough. Making that point. If you don't mind splitting up from your group for the actual ride part, single rider is a great option to get you on a little bit quicker. The single rider line, you can stick together all the way up until the last probably 10 minutes of getting on the ride. So single rider is the hack that we used. We went with a group of 11, I think, and we were not all waiting together. So we got on. Chelsea, how long did it take us to get on Donkey Kong? Yeah, I did double check with Chelsea. Took us about 10 minutes to get 11 people through, so not bad at all. And I think the queue was like 70 minutes. So now, while you're in Nintendo, definitely check out the world. There's a lot of fun games. We haven't gotten our power-up bands yet, so we haven't gotten to see inside Bowser's Castle, but there's a bunch of games in Nintendo that you unlock keys to Bowser's Castle or something like that. But the world is very interactive, so definitely check that out. And when you're walking around Nintendo, you'll see Yoshi. I'm gonna tell you, I'd rather ride Fast and the Furious Supercharged if you get what I'm saying. And if you haven't ridden Fast and the Furious, ride Fast and the Furious Supercharged, then get back to me. Seriously, if you see Yoshi with more than a 5-minute wait, do something else. It's cute. Like, it is cute. But definitely it's a walk-on ride. It's a people mover. It's pretty to look at from Nintendo. Also, don't ride it if you expect the weather to turn, because that's all. There's a good amount outdoors. Trying not to speak ill of it, because it is cute. It really is cute. I think our biggest gripe is we don't understand why we can't ride it with Wesley. Like, that's the level of ride we're talking about. Like, our newborn baby, like, we think we should be able to bring him on Yoshi. I don't understand. It's got like a 2-foot height requirement. Makes no sense to me. But I'm going to move on. Now, up next on our priority list is going to really heavily depend on if you are somebody who wants to see shows. So the show that, like, you really need to see is the Untrainable Dragon. You're definitely going to want to probably get there 30 minutes before the show is ready. Especially like later and later in the day. The show just fills up really, really quickly. If it's later in the day, make sure you get there as early as possible. Now, the Potter Show is fortunately a little easier to get into, and getting there about 15 to 20 minutes early should be good. But once again, later in the day means less show times, and it means more people will probably be there waiting. Now, if you arrive at the Potter Show outside the tent and you see that the line is out in front of the tent, just know you're not getting into the next showtime, so just save you a little bit of time there. But it's definitely a really cool show. Both of them are great. They use a lot of innovative stuff. I'm not going to spoil a single thing, and I really don't recommend you guys, if you're planning an epic trip, look at any spoiler videos. Like, don't watch ride-through videos. Don't watch spoilers walking you through the entire lands, because there's a lot of cool little details that I think you should be surprised for, honestly. Now, our next ride that we're going to prioritize on this priority list is Curse of the Werewolf. This ride is fun and easily worth a 30-minute wait for me. That's stretching it a little bit because the queue is probably one of the rougher queues, especially for any time in summer when it's hot and miserable, because it's all outdoors and it's got minimal theming with a lot of switchbacks. So it's a little bit tough to sell you on anything longer than a 30-minute wait. It's a lot of fun. It's a unique coaster. I'd say it's more family friendly, but if you don't like twists, spins, you'll see it when you walk into Dark Universe. You'll see it and you'll know if it's for you or not. Now, lower tier rides that are great sub 30-minute waits, if you've done all of the others on this list, would be Dragon Racers, which is spinning dragon ride, and you might be able to do a 360 barrel roll. I haven't seen anybody do it. Once again, you'll know what I'm talking about when you walk in. It's definitely a cute walk-on ride, and like it's a good experience if you've done all the others. Once again, these rides are not bad. Just try and prioritize all the other ones before it. Now, one of those other lower priority tier rides is Fire Drill. The reason I'm saying this is a lower tier ride, it looks a lot of fun when you're walking through Burke. It's essentially a water ride. There's a high probability that you're going to get soaked, and I don't know if you've ever walked through a theme park soaked. It's not a fun time. It's just not. It sucks. So, yeah, I definitely, yeah, no. I don't do water rides on my theme park days unless I plan on leaving right after that water ride. The last one that is kind of lower tier is the carousel. I do think the carousel looks amazing at night. That's when it really comes to life. That's the center of Celestial Park, and it's just really beautiful. So if you really want to ride the carousel, riding it at night is going to be the best. Now, I think that's most of the big ticket entertainment in Epic, and hopefully this helps if anyone plans to visit. But let me tell you, we were spoiled to have gotten to experience this park with only a couple thousand guests. That will literally never happen again, which is sad for us, but great for the world. Because I'm not a theme park person. I'm just not. Chelsea is. But I really do love this park, and I'm really glad we have gotten to see it as much as we have. And I can't wait for one more tour around the universe come Wednesday. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything you want to see for that, I guess let me know. We're not sure if we're bringing Wesley again or if we're going to try making it a date day. Unsure. But regardless, this was a family epic day. It was an epic family day. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. See you tomorrow.